reasons, that's a doomed that's a doomed relationship. But because my heart was poured into it, I didn't want to let go of it. Just like you don't want to let go of what you think is normal. It's normal for you to wake up every day and feel, what if something bad happens sooner than I thought? It's funny when you think about it said like that, isn't it? But that's exactly what you do. Yeah, well, I woke up feeling like I want to take a trade, but I wonder how fast I can blow this account today. That's exactly what you're thinking. That's exactly what you're thinking deep down inside, right before you push the button. And you're hoping that somehow you're wrong. That's your trading model. I hope I'm wrong today. Click. Well, I wasn't wrong today. Woo! I love being in normalcy. Better get some more money. Hope they do a discount. What's that new code for the prop firm again? I'm not making fun of you, folks. I did this with real money. That's way more painful. Way more emotionally destabilizing, demorally miserable. And I wasn't making a lot of money back then. So you have to pour yourself into laying a dreamscape. Cheerlead yourself in your journal. Instead of saying, what if something really bad goes on? What if I lose? What if I blow the account? What happens if this doesn't work on my next 10 trades? Change that to, what if I've waited too long to be disorganized? How incredible will I see my results turn around and be more consistent when I'm not focused on the adversities that could happen? And I don't know if they're going to happen, but if they do, that's why I have risk management. That's why I have a stop loss. That's why I don't over leverage. See, when you have a system and you have an organization and you have a model that you say, I can't trade more than this many contracts. I can't take more than this many trades per day. I can't risk this much money on any one individual trade. You know what that does? See, men, we think that is, you can't do something. You better not do it. You better not. And the young punk in us sees that sign and says, don't walk on the grass. What are we going to do? Say it. You know what it's going to do. I'm going to moonwalk on that. That's how we're wired. We're cavemen. We're like Neanderthals. You have to do this. You can't drive faster than 55 and don't cross the yellow line. And what do? The guy in front of us is going too slow. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm crossing the yellow line and I'm doing 85 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. Why? Because I'm a fucking caveman. That's why. I'm just wired that way. But you can't do that in trading. You can't do that in trading. You're going to have your hinder parts handed to you expediently. It's going to happen just like that. You're going to think you're special. They happen so quickly for you. That's service with a smile. You got to tell yourself, what if I get 5 winning trades in a row? How exciting is that? And if it happens that you get a losing trade, you don't go in there, oh, well, I blew that. You say, you know what? This is what I learned from taking that loss, and I'm glad I only lost a little bit. I have this much money still in my trading account, and I am getting experience. I am learning how to manage losses. Done. Done. You're not, I got to get back real quick. I got to grab my club, walk outside my front door of my cave and go find something and bonk it on the head and drag it back to my cave, because that's what a caveman does. Cavemen don't make good traders. You don't see any cavemen trading. But you have to trade your nightmarish perspective for a dreamscape perspective. You got to really energize yourself and focus on the positives of everything, even if it's a losing trade. That is experience that you can't pay for outside of what your loss was. You can't buy that in a book. I can't sell you that experience. You have to experience it. No one can make you better by having the idea instilled in you that you're never going to have a losing trade. But the people that are doing the best in this industry are the ones that are going to be upfront and say, you know what, here's what's going to happen to you, okay? You're going to feel like you're ready to do it before you should. and you're going to make the mistake. Everybody does it. I did it. I rushed in there. I rushed in and I had my ass handed to me in one day, and it scared me. But that lesson I still hold today. It taught me that even though I was wrong, somebody made 50% of my trade. What it cost me for that option, they made that in sleep. It woke up and the option value was in half. Fire sale. See you later. Thanks for playing, Michael. That scared me. And the initial fear transformed into, wait a minute. This is a net sum zero game, Linda. The bottom line is this. If you're losing, somebody else is getting that money. So who's getting it? The person that was right. So I changed my perspective to, what happens if I lose again? What happens if I blow another account? What happens if I'm wrong all week long? What if I'm wrong in the direction? What if I picked the wrong grain market? Because back then I was trading grains, soybeans, oats, corn, wheat. I said, you know what? I'm going to strip this down and remove all of these moving parts. I got too many things, like a kid in the candy store. I don't know what I want to grab next. I need to focus on one market, bonds. And I was interested in S&P. And here's the thing, okay? You want to see influence and the effect in my life? I was killing it in bonds. But because I kept watching those videos, Larry Williams saying, you know, I made this much money in S&P, I made this much money in S&P, I made this much money in S&P. What am I hearing? You better be trading S&P or you're not going to be like your hero. Come on, get like Larry, boy. Get your ass in there and trade the S&P. Come on. And while it only had a very small range daily,